beer, it's good for you.
Hello and welcome to the video. Within this video we'll be looking at Kegland's Power Sprayer, which is super useful and easy for cleaning and sanitisation tasks for a variety of different types of homebrewing related equipment, as well as being great for cleaning beer lines. In this video I'll be giving you the full details as well as showing you how much power you really have within this product. So let's get into it. Here is a quick look at the outside of the box. You can see that this gives you a preview of what to expect, including the ability to spray with a powerful jet or just with a fine mist. Also very notable is the 3-bar maximum pressure, which allows 3/4 of the 1 litre tank to be delivered to your target within just 1 minute. This power sprayer lives up to its name for sure, more on this later. At the top of the box you will find some of the Kegland humour that has become part of the brand's friendly identity. Yes, it's corny, but I find this a nice touch personally. Included inside the box you'll find a 1 litre reservoir tank, the power sprayer head and dip tube, a white plastic adjustable sprayer head, and a 15cm USB-C charging cable. The power sprayer is totally constructed from food-safe materials and consists of Santoprene, PP, PE, silicone and stainless steel. Due to this choice of materials, the power sprayer is also highly chemically resistant. So as such, this sprayer is built for its purposes rather than being something that has been adapted to suit the purposes. All too often adapted products will fall short, and in this market sector it's usually going to mean a lack of chemical resistance, which is of course important. I would also highly recommend buying a KL42871 multi-post too if you want to enlarge the uses for this. These multi-posts are far from expensive and allow you to attach ball locks, and thus beer line cleaning is then added to the functionality. More on this later. This multi-post is easily and quickly attached. You simply unscrew the standard head and screw this in its place. The power sprayer is powered by an 18650 Li-ion battery and charges via USB-C. You can see there is a protective flap at the rear of the head that covers the USB during normal use. Fully charged it can empty the 1 litre tank 18 to 30 times depending on your spray mode, mist or stream. Mist being the one that uses the most power of the two. Personally, my use has been somewhere in the middle battery power-wise, but as you can see you have a visual on the unit to show you where the battery life is during operation, which is certainly a very nice feature to have. However you are using this, the recharge time is not going to be very frequent, even if you use it multiple times per week as I have been, which most brewers will not, of course. As you would expect, the spray head lets you adjust the output. If you set this to jet mode, then it's got some really good power behind it for some nice distance. Buy two and you could duel with these and have some extra fun. Here I set the power sprayer up outside so you can see the performance at a glance. You can see that the unit's power allows it to propel the liquid quite a distance before you start to see any liquid drop, and then this covers quite a distance in itself too. I allowed it to empty itself, and in just over a minute it had done so, and here you see the end result of this. You can see that the power sprayer has covered a nice distance, and the water you see closer to the spray head was only added as the water inside was running out. Let's now take a look at the fine mist mode. As you can clearly see here, in fine mist mode the power sprayer is certainly no slouch and pumps out a great deal of liquid very quickly. Whilst this power sprayer can be used for cleaning, my main use for this so far has been in quickly and effortlessly spraying down fermentation vessels with sanitizer right before transfer, which is usually a far more time-consuming process. This is a very important thing to do, as once the fermenter has been sanitized, it's not going to be sterile for long due to airborne microbes, dust and anything else touching the inside of the vessel, even accidentally, can introduce wild yeast, bacteria or mold. Do be sure to know that the longer you wait after sanitizing, the higher the risk of something nasty getting in as sanitizer effectiveness wears off. Sanitizers simply work most effectively when freshly applied and still wet. So if the sanitized surface dries out, it's much more susceptible to contamination, as the sanitizing agents may no longer be active. Your wort or wort, depending on your pronunciation preference, once called is the imperfect environment for microbial growth, as it's sweet, full of nutrients and of course unprotected, making it easy prey. At regular yeast pitching temperature, if your vessel isn't properly sanitized right before transfer, it's really like rolling out a welcome mat for spoilage organisms, and naturally having a power sprayer like this one with a decent tank size makes that process a simple point and spray action. Let's now look at how you can use the power sprayer for beer line cleaning. Here I am with my Nucatap Mini setup that I use for beers on the move. If you attach to the sprayer the multi-post fitting that I showed you earlier, then you can attach your beer line directly to the power sprayer, and in doing so you've got yourself a very affordable pressurized line cleaner. As you can imagine, this makes the job so much easier. Attach the line to the ball lock post on your power sprayer, just press the power button once and open the tap. One big point here of course is that there is no gas required, which I know will please many as it pleases me. This setup allows for 3 bars worth of maximum pressure, which is naturally going to be plenty. Previous to the power sprayer, I've been using Kegland's gas-free ball lock line cleaning kit, which I reviewed back in November 2021 for all of my line cleaning. This has done a great job for these years, but this process is made so much easier in terms of effort as the power sprayer involves pressing a button once rather than pumping, and because we have a constant uniform pressure, I believe that the power sprayer does a better job. To finish off, here are my final thoughts. I am really glad that Kegland are bringing products to the market that are not only well priced but offer multiple uses that are labour saving and time saving at the same time. Certainly I appreciate the thought that has gone into creating the power sprayer and find that it offers great utility within my brewing activities, and unlike many home brewing items around me, is of no concern whatsoever when dropped. Overall, I firmly believe that the power sprayer will be a great fit for most homebrewers who will end up using it more regularly in the same way that I have done over the last few months. Naturally, there is far more scope for use of this product than I have covered in this video, with further brewing and unrelated tasks that this would make a very good pairing for. Do let me know in the comments section of this video what you think and how you would use the power sprayer yourself. I do hope that you found this video useful, informative and interesting. If so, why not consider liking and subscribing? For further support you can join the channel's Facebook group, and if you would like to support the channel then check out the channel's merchandise store, as all profits go back into the channel. Until next time, happy brewing!